this album at all, you don't even know what this album is, then I truly hope you give it a listen. It is a great little piece of album. You might not like it at first, but it will grow on you eventually. Anyway, so I'm just gonna be talking about their songs, mostly my thoughts on the album, go through each song and talk about it. I first heard about this album about a week or two before it released, and it released in October 21st, 2022, and I remember like weeks before, I knew they were releasing an album, but I was like, oh cool, I'll give it a listen. And I remember when I first listened to this album, I didn't really like it as much, but oh my god, did this album grow on me. It was really, really good, and I actually liked it a lot. Yeah, so today, I'm gonna be talking about, well, the songs and how I got to them, and how I knew all of them. And the first song is There Better Be a Mirror Ball. Now, this song, I actually find myself skipping this song the most out of the whole album, because when I click play for the first one, I genuinely just for some reason skip this one and go straight to the next song. I think I've heard this one a little too many times. But yeah, this one easy to skip over, but it's a great little song, and I like it. It has a nice little tone, and I really like the orchestra he uses, but he also uses it in like a rock form. So that's, I don't know why. I think that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's a really good song, and I really hope you guys, because if you listen to the song, then this will be your first song that you listen to. And I'm actually listening to this song right now, and I would play it, but I don't know if that works in ASMR, and YouTube will get mad at me, so there's that. Here. The next song is I Ain't Quite Where I Think I Am. So, the thing about this song is that I feel like people who listen to the song, the first beginning 7 seconds really get to them, because I've noticed that people who listen to this song, the first like 7 seconds always get to them. And I think that's kind of cool, because like if you listen to the first 7 seconds of the song, you really get to. I really like the little, that's like a 70s, 80s feeling of it, which we all know everybody loves the 70s and 80s, so there's that. Sculptures of Anything Goes. Now this one took me a while to song really grow on me. To be honest, half the time I did not know what he was even talking about, but once I actually looked at the lyrics on Spotify, speaking of Spotify, this QR code that's above me, if you use on your phone, scan it with the Spotify app, using the Spotify app, it actually like takes you straight to their album. So, take it down there. And of course, right here, I have the song album cover, and well, the songs that I've used. And most of the album covers you see aren't their actual album covers. I mostly grabbed them from the internet using AI, so there's that of what an AI thinks the cover of this album would be, so, or the song. Anyway, Scope of Anything Goes. I really like the strong bass that this song has. I don't know what it is, but the melody of this song and the way it's toned is really good. And I actually find myself singing the song the most, to be honest. So, there's that. Skis On The Moat. Yes, okay, so this actually isn't, well, it's not actually the cover from them. It's an AI generated cover. But I thought it was kind of cool. This song is a great, great song. This song actually was one of my least favorites of the album, but it's so much grew on me. And actually, the quote I said in the beginning is actually from this song. is called Body Paint.
Body Paint, live by Late Night Berlin. Hier sind die Arctic Monkeys.
This is probably their most hit song out of the whole album. It's what the Arctic Monkeys have used to when they perform live, and also when they perform on talk shows. This is probably their number one song. This song starts off very, very slow and very, very like soft, and and it's just very mellow. And it's not towards the end where I guess you could say like the beat drops, I guess, if you wanted to say. This one, I liked it from instantly. From when I first listened on it, I really, really liked it. But one thing I noticed about a lot of people who reviewed this album, I've learned that they kind of expected more from the Arctic Monkeys. But in reality, I think they're just experimenting with something new, because their album, like their other album, I think we all know the album, because when you think Arctic Monkeys, you probably think that one album called AM, and that album is a huge hit, and it's really what put them out there. And of course, when they released Hotel Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino, people were like disappointed because they wanted another album like that. But in reality, I kind of like that they are experimenting with new stuff, and they're experimenting with, you know, trying something new, because if you just keep doing the same old thing, sure it works, but in reality it's probably best that you just go and try new things, which I really like that they did that. But this album, and I'll rate 10 out of 10. Now the next one is called The Car, which, believe it or not, is the name of this album. Now, you're probably wondering, why The Car? Well, I don't know what it means, but after going on Reddit, a little Reddit user from u/CommonCrisis22 said the lyrics and ideas are abstract, but I think it's mostly a meta commentary on fame. School push anything goes. Skis on the Moat. I ain't quite think where I am. Alex's own songwriting process. I know in an interview he said the first line of Mirror Ball is him talking to himself after writing the introduction. Plus, Big Ideas is a song about writing a song. And how he views himself as a performer. Body Paint and Miss Schwartz especially. And I actually agree with what that person said. Another person said, for me it is about the end of youth, breakups, apologies, frustration, ugly side of fame, not being where you think you are. I do get that vibe from this song album. Personally, I just think like I wouldn't say it's like sad. It's kind of just saying the reality of, you know, what he's going through and how he feels. That's mostly how I do it. Because it's mostly about his life, because other albums are mostly about his breakups. But this one's more about his life and what he's going through as a performer and what he's seen. That's how I do it, honestly. The car you see on here, it's obviously an older car. After doing some quick Google searching, here's the actual car that he used. Well, the same model but different color. And I personally really think that's kind of cool. But there was also another name. Oh, I forgot what it was. Let me Google it. He had another name for this album, but instead they chose to do, I can't find where the other name of the album was. But I think he chose the car because he thought it'd have more of a better meaning. And now that I'm listening to it, it sounds pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, yeah, I think it's kinda cool. Oh, the song finished. The next one is Big Ideas. Now I feel like this is more like the root of the album. This song is really good. I feel like he's really talking about how he feels, and like just saying how this song, I honestly, another song that actually grew on me because it sounds like he's almost talking to himself, especially with this one. And he's just talking about dealing with fame and what it comes with being an amazing, astonishing, crazy, huge artist. A quote is, "I had big ideas to band, we're so excited. The kind you'd rather not share over the phone, but now the orchestra's got us all surrounded, and I cannot for the life of me remember how they go." I know that those 3 lines right there, really good. Maybe I should have started this video with that line. I don't know. This also, and the album only has 10 songs, 37 minutes and 23 seconds. So, there's that. The next song is Hello You. Now, this song, oh my god, is probably my second favorite song, but I'll talk about which are my favorite songs down below in the comments. This one, I mostly love the ending towards it. I love the build up, just almost similar to Body Paint. When the orchestra, it almost feels like I'm in the center and it's spinning around me. This song, you'd catch me singing out loud most of the time. I don't know why. I think it's just pretty cool. I think this is a great song. I'm sorry, I'm not distracted. I'm actually listening to it right now. Anyway, I love the melody of this song and the way the song is just orchestrated. And I mean that both figuratively and literally, because there is orchestra up in here. But when he's towards the end of the song, when he actually like just starts singing the Hello You and like he starts, like saying it, it feels like I'm in the center and like I can just feel him like running around me. Does that make sense? I don't know why. And then this song always sends chills down my back. I know we all have had that sort of feeling with music and like stuff, but let's see if you can hear it. Good. Okay. These last 2 songs were honestly my least favorite of the whole album. I actually did not like these last 2 ones. I thought they were very slow and they just didn't seem like just great. But not only that, but I also like it just, what I'm trying to say is that it just took a while to grow on me. But listening it back, this is probably one of my favorite songs in the whole album. And I really love the tempo of this album and this song. But it grew on me. I think it's not till the middle when you can hear the freaking drums very, very gradually building up. And then the song in the album. Yep, they only made 10 songs, 37 minutes long. Some would say this is actually very, very short for a studio album. But personally, I think it's just great. I think 10 songs is ideal. I know a lot of artists do 15, 20 songs. Some even do like 6 songs. But 10 songs to me seem very, very good. This is the last song of it. And I absolutely love this song. This is probably my favorite song. Nope. Okay. Let me give you I think my favorite song out of this whole album. But it's hard because it fluctuates. But it's probably Hello You as number 1. Perfect Sense number 2. Skis On The Moat as number 3. Sculpture Vending was number 4. And Baldy Paint Ave number 5. Those are probably my top 5 favorite songs. But Perfect Sense, oh my god, dude, this song is amazing. I love the freaking orchestra. Who would have thought orchestra would go great with rock music? Like, can somebody just please describe how they could do such a thing? Oh. I guess that's what it takes to say goodnight. Sometimes I wrap my head around it all, and it makes perfect sense. Keep reminding me that it ain't erased when my streak turns on to the final straight. Now, of course, I'm not singing it how he's singing it, but you know, there's that. Richard of York Executive Branch, having some fun with the warm-up act. If that's what it takes to say goodnight, then that's what it takes. A 4-figure someone else, tell no bad. Revelation or your money back. I strongly recommend that you guys listen to this album because in the end it all just makes perfect sense. Some people that I saw that were reviewing this this song or this album, they said this last song didn't really feel like an outro or like really a bang. And I think because they're just so used to the old Arctic Monkeys that they expect the new Arctic Monkeys to be like that now. But in reality, I think they did fine. I think they did just a great, amazing job, honestly. But I really, really enjoyed this album, and please let me know your thoughts if you've listened to this album or if you haven't listened to this album. I really enjoyed making this video. It's something very different from what we usually do, and I actually do have another an artist. I actually wanted to, The Weeknd, his new song called Dawn FM. Oh my god. That would be a great one to do next, and then probably after that, Coldplay. You know what? I could even do my 2022 Spotify rap. That was very, very good. The album got 8 out of 10. Personally, I give this album like a 9.5 out of 10. That's a very, very actually want to go see the Arctic Monkeys, but my sister and we like Coldplay, right? But she doesn't like the Arctic Monkeys as much as I do. So now I have no one to go with. But I might just go with my friends. There's that. We'll see. There's still a long ways to go, honestly. You know, the tickets are practically gone. But anyway, please consider listening to the album. Let me know your thoughts. If it's not your cup of tea, then I respect that, because I've learned that everyone has a certain type of music taste. Although it would be nice for people to, expand their music taste. But it is what it is. Like, personally, I don't like rap. So, I mean, like, there's that. So, but I think one of the great things about music is that it's just very powerful, and we're attracted to what we like. I know where I'm going with this. But anyway, yes, that's about it. Great album. Great album. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in